All right, today is September 15th, 2020. Your warm-up is to summarize the 4 blood types from activity 114 and why is knowing about blood types important in biomedical science. So again, summarize the 4 blood types from activity 114 and then why is knowing about blood types important in biomedical science. I also discussed that for your group activity, if people did not do what they were supposed to do in the group, then you need to message me and let me know so that way they do not receive the same grade as you, because that's not fair that you did that and they didn't. So you need to let me know and send me some type of email, remind message or something so that I can take note of that. I also put up your review materials. So if you go into assignments, and of course your assignments won't look exactly like mine because you don't have all of the stuff. But it says Unit 1.1 PBS Study Guide, and you also have 1.1 Study Tools. So we'll look at the study tools first. So in the study tools, when you click on it, you have different topics we cover. So 111, we talk about scene sketch, what a biomedical science does. We talk about different search patterns. 112, we discuss heart rate, blood pressure, respiration rate, skin conductivity, post experimental design, difference between an independent and dependent variable, trace evidence, and the career we focused on was forensic technician as well as polygraph testers. So for resources, it's some articles. It's also like some videos that you can have access to, and you can just click on all of those things. Then we moved on to 113, which was the trace evidence. So that was dealing with the hair, fingerprints, digital stuff like that. And again, you have some videos that goes over fingerprint patterns and characteristics, which is important for your test, as well as how you would actually take fingerprints. We also did some microscope review. So again, you have microscope parts and you have microscope parts and functions. So you have those information there to review, as well as information on the PLTW website in your notes. 114 covered blood evidence. So again, remembering parts of blood and their functions, blood splatter, different blood types, what an antigen and antibody is, that Kastle-Meyer testing we did, a presumptive and confirmatory test, things like that. You also have other information about red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, plasma, parts of blood that you can take a quiz, blood typing quiz. Again, information on the Kastle-Meyer test and all of that stuff. 115 dealt with DNA, so just reviewing that DNA information that we have. And then it went into DNA profiling. So remember about the gel electrophoresis and the restrictive enzymes and all of that other stuff, and just some information about that you can also review. So then when you go back out, you have, again, a study guide. So with the study guide, you don't have, so again, with the study guide, you're not doing all the study guide. Like some of it, again, is just reviewing of the vocabulary and things of that nature. So again, key terms that we went over kind of in those lessons. Just some learning goals to check yourself, things that you should be able to do. So for example, recognizing that processing a crime scene involves documentation. Describe how evidence at a crime scene can help forensic investigators, like things that you should be able to do, as well as skills. So skills that you should have. Being able to analyze and interpret blood splatter patterns, determine blood types, things like that. When it says paperwork, so answer the questions for each objective on your own paper in handwriting. So for example, objective 1, biomedical professionals. So describe the duties of the following occupations. So these are the different occupations that you already have in your notes based off the different activities that we covered. Then objective 2, collecting and analyzing evidence. Again, you have this information as well in your notes. So it's just things that you already have. You're just kind of reviewing it and making sure that you're able to do those things. You have blood typing information. You're able to do the blood types. DNA structure, you're filling in the complementary bases to each strand. So, you know, what C goes with what? C goes with G. A goes with T. So you will just be filling that in. And then, again, this nucleotide over here, like you'll be labeling it. But just things that, again, we've already done in class. Again, you got the gel electrophoresis stuff. So it's just things of that nature that you would just kind of be filling in. And then that's it. And again, you have some more helpful videos and links. So again, about the electrophoresis, DNA basics, Shargop's rules about chromosomes, things like that. So just some information to help you be successful for your test. And I made the deadline for this Thursday night, although your test is Thursday when you come to class. But I did give you extra time to turn in your study guide, and it is worth 100 points as an informal grade. And that's it.